Alrighty, we got our front calipers all in. We bought new hubs. A1 Performance for the RX-8 seemed to be the only ones that had it. Not the most reputable brand, but we took the back plate off. This guy here, as you can see, there's a little tap marks. But we packed it full of fresh grease because apparently these can come a little light on the grease, and that's what'll kill their life. So yeah, we put a little bit extra, not a whole lot, but just enough to kind of pack it full. So yeah, we got it all on. Little banjo bolt to a dash 3 JIC line, and goes to that little mount there. Attaches the upper control arm, so it's got a bunch of play for up and down, and then it's got this here for the left and right turning, as we'll kind of demonstrate here. If we can turn it, yeah. So it's got enough to let her turn freely. Yeah, not a whole lot else to say about this other than it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot of brake fluid in this car. But yeah, other thing we did is we bought some new little rubber mounts for the bushings, because we just kind of cobbled some together out of some threaded rod or threaded inserts and some grommets. But yeah, so that's in there. We changed the orientation of it because before I had it in this little OEM housing, had a plastic cover, so it kind of looked like the factory Camaro wiper, and it sat inside this little valley that's in here. But problem was that with this valve cover, this is the side that used to have the balance shaft, so it'd stick out to here, and so it's always gonna have a little bit of a bigger valve cover on this side, and yeah, it would get way too close. And last time pulling it out, it just broke the one ear off on that one, and then broke the plastic cover. So it's like, fuck it, we'll just use some random ass scrap pieces coming or laying around. And yeah, made that. It works fine. We've tested it. It's great. So we're kind of aside from aligning this thing and making power steering lines, we are pretty much done in the front end of this for now. Once this gets painted and an engine's in, we're gonna have to make things like reservoirs, running wires, kind of stuff like that. But you know, there's our hole where our wiring's gonna go through. Pretty straightforward after that. So maybe the next thing we'll do, once we get our axle shaft bolts and bolt all that shit together in the back end, we may come back to either valve covers or intake manifold. So we're thinking of redoing the intake manifold, either doing like either one pipe or two pipes down the center, or just maybe even two but welded together. And then we're going to because this points to the back, we know we have that for spacing, and we know we have that as our max height. So we may actually snake the intake manifold back around and just have twin throttle bodies pointing forward. We may try to find some almost like the OEM V10 ones that are a twin blade, kind of horizontally shaped one, and then, or we might redo valve covers as well. These are more just kind of fucking around, as I don't know, I'd probably go thicker than 16 gauge, as it just makes the welding of it a bit easier. And I want to do it where I have just long bolts, but we'll get pieces of pipe, and we'll weld that so everything is kind of sticking out to here, and then you're just tightening down on the outside here where the ends of the pipes will be welded. So I think it leaves a little bit of a better look, and if you're siliconing it, it means that it would have to leak all the way up the tube to come out, which hopefully it doesn't, but yeah, kind of makes it a bit easier for me for later on. But yeah, I'm rambling on. Not really a whole much to report, just a bunch of wrenching and fucking around, but I think it's gonna get fun soon, because as I said, we're basically done the front end, and we're gonna have to make some power steering lines. So maybe the next thing we'll do, once we get our axle shaft bolts and bolt all that shit together in the back end, we may come back to either valve covers or intake manifold. Either doing like either one pipe or two pipes down the center, or just maybe even two but welded together. And then we're going to yeah, we're gonna get to valve cover stuff or intake manifold stuff, which will be fun because we'll actually go and buy some aluminum and we'll design it a bit better. So aside from that, smell you later.